Welcome, friends, to today's podcast. Today, we're diving into The One-Page Financial Plan by Carl Richards, a book that transforms the way you think about money and life. We'll uncover actionable strategies to master your finances, align your decisions with your values, and build a secure, fulfilling future. Chapter 1: The Most Important Money Question. Most people approach money mechanically, tracking numbers, making budgets, or following generic advice, without thinking about their personal motivations and values. Without this clarity, financial decisions can feel aimless, stressful, and disconnected from what truly matters in life. The central question Richards proposes is, what does money mean to me? This isn't about calculating wealth or setting arbitrary goals. It's about uncovering the deeper values and priorities that drive your life. Examples of possible motivations include security, ensuring you and your family are protected; freedom, having choices in how you live or work; experiences, traveling, learning, or pursuing passions; legacy, leaving something meaningful for others. By answering this question, you create a purpose-driven foundation for every financial choice. Values act as a compass for your financial decisions. Without clarity on what matters most, it's easy to spend impulsively, save too little, or pursue goals that don't truly align with your life. Linking money to values transforms financial planning from a chore into a meaningful, motivating activity. Richards introduces the concept of a one-page financial plan. This page should summarize your values, your main financial goals, key actions to take now, a simple timeline or milestones. The goal is to reduce overwhelm. Instead of complicated spreadsheets or investment charts, you have a clear, actionable roadmap. Clarity builds confidence. When you know your why, financial decisions become easier and less stressful. Example: if family security is your priority, you'll naturally prioritize insurance, emergency funds, and debt reduction over unnecessary luxuries. Clarity allows you to make consistent choices, avoid impulsive spending, and stay focused on your goals. Money is reframed as a tool to serve your life goals, not the goal itself. This mindset is crucial. Financial success isn't just about numbers. It's about aligning behavior, habits, and choices with your priorities. Once you adopt this mindset, all other financial strategies, budgeting, saving, investing, become clearer, more purposeful, and easier to implement. Mindset is everything. Money is a tool to support your life, not a source of stress or a measure of self-worth. Chapter 2: Guess where you want to go. Carl Richards focuses on setting clear, actionable financial goals and shows how to translate those values into tangible objectives that guide your financial decisions. Once you understand your core values, the next step is to ask, what specific financial outcomes will support these values? For example, if security is important, your goal might be to build an emergency fund or pay off high-interest debt. If freedom is a priority, you might aim for early retirement or financial independence. Goals should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Prioritization is key. Not all goals have equal importance or urgency. Richards emphasizes identifying high-impact goals first. Your plan doesn't have to be complex. On your one-page plan, list top goals, key actions to achieve them, timeframes or milestones. Focusing on a few impactful actions prevents overwhelm and makes your plan actionable. Small steps lead to big progress. Success comes from consistent incremental actions. Examples of small steps: automating monthly savings, tracking expenses weekly, gradually increasing contributions to investments. Over time, these small steps compound into significant financial progress. Life changes, and your goals may need adjustment. Regularly reviewing your plan ensures your actions remain aligned with your evolving values and circumstances. You cannot control the market or unexpected events, but you can control your choices, habits, and priorities. This mindset reduces stress and empowers you to take meaningful steps toward your financial goals. Clear goals are the bridge between your values and real-world financial action. Chapter 3. Get really clear about your current location. Before you can create an effective financial plan for the future, you must fully understand your current financial situation. Without clarity about where you are today, it's impossible to know what steps will move you toward your goals. Assess your current financial position. Take stock of your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. Create a clear picture of your cash flow and net worth. Understanding the real numbers allows you to make informed, realistic decisions instead of relying on assumptions or guesswork. Highlight areas where you're doing well, e.g., consistent savings, low debt, and areas that need improvement, e.g., overspending, high interest debt. This self-assessment builds awareness and accountability for your financial choices. Monitoring your expenses is critical to understand where your money is actually going. Many people underestimate small recurring expenses, which can sabotage financial goals. Categorize your debts by interest rate, balance, and priority. Knowing your obligations clearly allows you to create a debt reduction strategy that makes sense for your situation. Map your assets. Include cash, investments, retirement accounts, and valuable possessions. This gives a holistic view of your resources and helps determine what can be leveraged toward your goals. Your current financial snapshot becomes the baseline for your plan. By knowing exactly where you are, you can measure progress and adjust strategies over time. Chapter 4. Budgeting as a Tool for Awareness. Carl Richards explains that budgeting is not about restriction, it's about awareness and control. Many people view budgeting as boring or limiting, but in reality, it is a powerful tool for making informed financial decisions. Budgeting creates awareness. Tracking your income and expenses helps you see where your money is going. Many people underestimate daily or recurring expenses, which can prevent them from reaching financial goals. Awareness allows you to identify spending patterns and opportunities for improvement. Use your budget to ensure your spending reflects your priorities and core values. Example: if family time or experiences are important, allocate more to vacations or activities rather than unnecessary purchases. Budgeting is a tool to spend consciously, not just to restrict yourself. Set realistic limits. A budget should be practical and sustainable. Focus on allocating money to necessities, savings, and key priorities first. Then decide how to spend on discretionary items. Avoid overly strict budgets that are hard to follow. They lead to frustration and abandonment. Budgeting isn't just about today. It helps you plan for medium and long-term goals. Allocate portions for emergency savings, debt repayment investments. This ensures you are working toward your objectives while managing daily expenses. Consider the 50-30-20 rule. 50% necessities, 30% discretionary, 20% savings investments. Chapter 5. Save as much as you reasonably can. Saving is not about depriving yourself. It's about creating options, security, and freedom for the future. Even modest, consistent contributions can compound into significant wealth over time. Saving regularly protects you from unexpected expenses and reduces financial stress. It also provides a foundation for investments and long-term financial goals. Automate savings to ensure consistency without relying on willpower. Example: automatically transfer a fixed percentage of each paycheck to a savings or investment account. Automation prevents temptation to spend and builds a habit of saving over time. Save as much as you reasonably can without compromising essential needs. Richard suggests evaluating your budget to identify flexible areas where you can increase savings. Maintain quality of life today while planning for tomorrow. Prioritize your savings goals. Prioritizing ensures you allocate funds efficiently and work toward both immediate and future objectives. Saving is a mindset as much as a financial action. Think of money saved as freedom, opportunity, and protection, not as something you're giving up. Chapter 6: Buy Just Enough Insurance. Today, insurance is a critical tool for protecting your financial well-being, yet many people either overinsure or underinsure. The goal is to have just the right amount of coverage, enough to safeguard yourself and your family without spending on unnecessary extras. Insurance does not make you rich. It protects your assets, income, and loved ones from unexpected events. Proper insurance coverage ensures that an accident, illness, or disaster doesn't derail your financial plan. Health insurance covers medical expenses and protects against financial hardship. Life insurance ensures that your dependents are financially secure if something happens to you. Disability insurance replaces income if you're unable to work due to injury or illness. Property insurance protects homes, vehicles, and valuable possessions from loss or damage. Focus on what you truly need rather than expensive policies with unnecessary benefits. Excessive insurance increases costs without proportionate benefit. Underinsurance exposes you to risk that could negatively impact your financial future. Life circumstances change: marriage, children, new home, or career shifts. Regularly review insurance coverage to ensure it matches your current needs. Adjust coverage levels and types as necessary to maintain optimal protection. Think of insurance as financial protection and peace of mind, not as a luxury or a burden. Proper coverage allows you to focus on building wealth and achieving goals without fear of catastrophic setbacks. Chapter 7: The Best Investment I Ever Made. Borrowing and Spending Wisely. One of the most impactful financial decisions isn't just saving or investing, it's learning how to borrow and spend money wisely. Richards calls this the best investment because thoughtful borrowing and mindful spending can significantly improve your financial well-being. Not all debt is bad. Some forms of debt, such as mortgages or student loans, can be leveraged to create future opportunities. The key is managing debt wisely and avoiding high interest or impulsive borrowing. Evaluate the purpose, terms, and cost of any loan before borrowing. Example: borrowing to invest in education or property can be beneficial if it generates long-term value. Avoid consumer debt like credit cards with high interest that do not build wealth. Every dollar spent should ideally align with your values and goals. Mindful spending means prioritizing what truly matters: family, experiences, investments, over impulsive purchases. Example: Instead of buying expensive gadgets, redirect that money toward investments or debt reduction. Strategic borrowing and careful spending can free up money for saving and investing, creating long-term wealth. Mismanaged debt or careless spending can erode financial security over time. Chapter 8. Invest like a scientist. Investing should be approached with the same rigor and objectivity as a scientific experiment. Too many people invest emotionally, reacting to market hype or fear, but consistent and informed strategies are what produce the best long-term results. Research, analysis, and strategy should guide every investment decision. Avoid impulsive choices based on trends, media hype, or emotional reactions. A scientific approach focuses on data, diversification, and risk management. Spreading investments across different asset classes reduces risk. Example, combining stocks, bonds, real estate, and cash ensures stability even in volatile markets. Diversification protects your portfolio from single-point failures. Investing success is not about short-term wins, but about sustained growth over years. Patience and consistency outweigh attempts to time the market. Compounding returns multiply wealth over time when combined with disciplined investing. You can't control market fluctuations, interest rates, or economic events. You can control allocation, strategy, and contributions to your investments. This mindset reduces stress and increases confidence in long-term outcomes. Avoid emotional investing. A disciplined, science-based plan reduces reactionary mistakes and preserves wealth. Chapter 9. Hire a real financial advisor. Carl Richards emphasizes the value of working with a qualified and trustworthy financial advisor. While self-education and personal planning are essential, a skilled advisor can help optimize strategies, avoid costly mistakes, and provide clarity on complex financial matters. Many people either avoid advisors or hire one without proper credentials. A real financial advisor provides guidance, accountability, and expertise, helping you translate your values and goals into actionable financial strategies. Ensure that the advisor's approach aligns with your values and long-term objectives. They offer advice on investments, insurance, taxes, and retirement planning, and help manage emotional decision-making to avoid costly mistakes. Chapter 10. Behave for a really long time. Carl Richards emphasizes that long-term financial success is built on discipline, consistency, and patience. Even the best plans, savings, or investments will fail if you cannot maintain good financial behaviors over time. Consistency is more important than perfection. You don't need to make every financial decision perfectly. Small, consistent actions, saving, investing, and budgeting, compound over years into significant results. The key is maintaining behavior over decades, not days or months. You can't control market fluctuations, interest rates, or global events. You can control your habits, how much you save, how wisely you spend, and how disciplined you are with your plan. Controlling what you can prevents stress and improves long-term outcomes. Many people sabotage their financial plans by reacting to market hype, fear, or lifestyle inflation. Discipline means sticking to your plan even when it's tempting to deviate. Example, avoiding panic selling during a market downturn or resisting unnecessary large purchases. Wealth accumulation is a marathon, not a sprint. Focus on long-term goals, not immediate gratification. Compounding, disciplined investing, and consistent saving require time to produce results. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about clarity, discipline, and consistent action. From Carl Richards' book, The One-Page Financial Plan, we've learned that aligning your financial decisions with your values, making informed choices, and staying consistent are the keys to long-term success. Take these insights and apply them step by step. Don't just listen, act, subscribe, share, and start putting these principles into practice. Your journey to financial clarity and extraordinary success begins now. One habit, one decision, one action at a time.